Okay, guys, so welcome to the Techclick. So today we are going to shoot one video on the topic called as ZDX. Okay, so ZDX is the Zscaler Digital Experience, right? So let me explain, okay, and I will tell you why this is important, right? And I noticed that on the internet there is not good content for ZDX. Okay, so I decide to make one video on that, right? And of course, it should be free, right? So anyone can watch and enhance your troubleshooting knowledge, right? So let me go to the class, okay, and keep watch till end, okay, because in the end of video, I will give you some tips, trick, okay, which will help really in your troubleshooting, right? So let's get started. Thank you. Okay, so let's just start. Why is ZDX important, right? Zscaler Digital Experience. The full form of this is Zscaler Digital Experience, right? Okay, so first you need to understand what was the actually struggling part before ZDX haven't introduced by Zscaler. So the problem was I work on Zscaler from last 7 year, right? So let me tell you what my experience was. The most of the top common issue to use of Zscaler was the slowness issue. You know, slowness issue is the very painful issue when you are using Zscaler, right? Or intermittent issue, right? So I will tell you the example. What I'm saying is slowness issue. Suppose you are using ZDX or even not a ZDX, you are using ZPA as an internal application accessible for remote user, right? And suppose remote user trying to access that application from home, right? So what will be happen in that case? User request is landed to the nearest data center of Zscaler where your user connected, right? Based on the public IP geolocation by user. And based on that, it will landed on app connector. After app connector, it will reach you to the internal application, right? So the path should be, what is the path to traffic reaching, okay, from end user? This is your end user, right? And end user suppose on Pune location, right? So the nearest data center of Pune location is the Mumbai, right? Zscaler have a Mumbai data center, right? Now what will be happen? User connected with the Zscaler Mumbai data center. Now this coordinating, suppose your head office in Delhi, right? So it will landed on Delhi data center. After that, it will landed on your DC. Here, your internal application is there, right? And in DC app connector also there, right? So what actually flow of ZPA was, or even right now, when you're trying to access internal application that called www.test.com. Suppose you're trying to access that application, right? And this sitting on your data center, which is in Delhi, right? Test.com. Now, what will be happen? User is reporting that I'm facing slowness issue, right? So previously, before launching the ZDX, you have visibility only from your laptop to your ISP, and after ISP, maybe till your Zscaler nearest data center. Okay. Zscaler give you the visibility of that. After that, once traffic re-entering to the Zscaler, this is the Zscaler cloud, you haven't any visibility of that. So you are saying that when I check the traffic, it is saying that because Pune to Mumbai is that very less latency, maybe 2 ms, right? So ideally what happened, traffic should not, slowness because of your laptop to the Mumbai data center of Zscaler having some problem, right? The problem with the Zscaler, right? Because traffic once enter to the Zscaler, then it is struggling part. So Zscaler guys also struggling. What I need to check, what next I can do, right? Lot of things are going on. So it take 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, even 6 month of these kind of issues. I really work with the Zscaler from last 7 years. So very struggling part of slowness issue, right? So Zscaler introduced ZDX and saying that guys, don't worry, I will introduce one thing because I know that I'm the SaaS solution, software as a service. So maybe you haven't visibility of my infrastructure, right? But I will give you all visibility as much as possible for your work respective through ZDX tool. Okay. So ZDX in plain language, I will say it is the tool which used for monitoring the applications, whatever application available in your company, as well as the global application like MS Teams, right? SharePoint, ServiceNow, all application automatically monitored by ZDX based on your company network, right? And globally as well. You can monitor your custom application. Also, it will give you the path, right? So visibility not only from user to Zscaler data center, it will also give you the visibility what happened here between their data center. Also, not only that, the main part of ZDX, it will give you the all visibility of end user laptop. This is very good, guys. You know, ideally, even right now, I see a lot of students when a lot of employee when they are troubleshooting with the user, they are ideally waiting user to connect, right? When user are available, they need to troubleshoot a lot of detail, need to collect, right? Like what is the last time user facing the issue, what error user are getting, okay? What version user are using of Zscaler, right? All detail you can find out from the ZDX, right? No need to wait for user to connect, right? So this is all about why ZDX launched by Zscaler, right? Now I will also I have a lab of that, right? I will tell you step by step of all, right? So first of all, let me tell you that I created one PPT for you guys. So this I will share over the you know pin comment so you can download this. So use conceptual architecture and narration. Okay, use this spoke sequence. The user is the endpoint. Run ZDX, ZCC client connector. So on the user laptop, always ZDX, no, not ZDX, ZCC install on individual laptop. In ZCC, it will hold ZIA, ZPA, and ZDX. So all profile will be held by this Zscaler client connector. So Zscaler client connector is the software which install on individual machine, right? So let me tell you next one, right? BibProp. So this is important. If you are going for interview, so they are asking that how many probe are available in ZDX, right? So basically, Zscaler ZDX divide their monitoring, parameter into these options, right? So they are saying that I will categorize every requirement based prop. So any web application means any website, if you want to monitor, suppose I want to monitor techclick.in, right? So it what web prop will do, it will always send HTTP and HTTPS request to this website. So it will make sure that response always 200, right? If the website is not getting response from that, it will mark as a down, right? So the end of the day, plain language story is webprobe is take care of all your website related monitoring, right? You can do your custom monitoring as well. So how many details are as a evidence available on that? It will monitor page fast time, right? When your page is loaded, right? Because you are complaining that my website is slow, right? So Zscaler will tell you how much time it will take when it will fetch web page from user system to the backend application. It will also note the server response time. This is very important, right? Because if any problem with the server, then don't troubleshoot on Zscaler. You should fix your server issue. Sometimes server having more CPU utilization, sometime, lot of other stuff, maybe bandwidth choke and all. So you can get it that detail on the web prop. Then you will also see DNS time resolution, right? This is also painful area, right? When you are hitting website from your browser, and you will see it will resolve or it will loading slow. So not always reason because of latency or because of your backend application having some problem. Maybe that DNS also problem. So the output of page fast time, server response, DNS, and all web related signals should be included on that. So you see how it important, right? You can monitor any website through that. It will monitor, collect these information, which is very, very important, right? Suppose user is complaining that Techclick.in is having some slowness issue. You quickly filter out go on ZDX, which I will tell you after this theory part. I will tell you how you can check it that, right? Under web prop, it will monitor HTTPS, and HTTPS as a destination. It will include page fast time, server response time, DNS time, and web related signal. So let me tell you guys, let me go back on our lab, and I will tell you how many detail are considered by WebPro, right? So let me see. Okay, there's some custom application which monitored by our team, right? So the application which I'm trying to monitor, ipchicken.com. Guys, this is the public IP address. You may be accessed from your browser as well. When I click on that, it will give you that ipchicken.com. You can see this is my public IP. You can also access this. So I want to monitor, even you can monitor public IP as well. You see public website as well, right? So you see we monitor ipchicken.com. Okay, so let me dig dive on that, right? So you need to first filter out what, suppose user is complaining that this website slow from last two hour. So you can put a filter on that, or you can put it the current, what is the current output of this website, right? So let me see page fast time. Okay, so guys, page fast time always not like that. You can decide that, oh, page fast time is big, because that depend upon application. Suppose some application are big, some application are heavy, very heavy, some application having the more distance from source, right? So this depend upon that. I'm not going to telling you that what is the ideal fast time, but it will be less than 100, okay, or even less than 50, right, which will be good. So more fast application, more less time of page fast time, right? Server response time, okay, because this is maybe for location. So this is the actually where server response, right? If you see this increase the latency, then you feel it that you need to fix it your server part, right? So this is the overall fast time. This is the server time. Server response time is very huge, right? Not huge, but based on this data, so it's look like mm, you know increased. Now 1 ms is the minimum, average is 43 ms. Okay, you see a minimum, average, and maximum. So this is the kind of we will take care of average one, because it will not with a single click it will observe, right? It will observe multiple session, and based on that it will conclude as a average. What is the average DNS time? Okay, availability is 100%, means website is up, not problem with that. DNS resolution is little bit, okay, little bit kind of 43. Okay, so it should be not like that, but okay, because maybe the website and all, we don't know what backend setup of that website, because this is public website, right? Okay, so you see synthetic probe score and page fast time trend, right? So what is that? Synthetic probe score and average DNS time, okay? So you see overall, if you see this average time to first byte is the this color. I don't know name something. Okay, what is that color name? I don't know. Okay, but you can see this color, right? So this color telling you 11:20 a.m. What was that? What was the actual status of that? Okay, synthetic probe score. Synthetic probe means how many times your ZDX or Zscaler probing to your backend application 93. Okay, then average DNS time 99 ms, which is very good, right? This is very good, right? So if user is complaining that at 9 1:20 a.m. that is increasing the latency, right? So this is very good, right? Now average TCP connection time, you see guys how it break down, right? Because when you are hitting on the website, it will start first look up the DNS. So it will collect the DNS. Second, it will start TCP connection, right? Three-way handshake and all. So it will give you the TCP. It break down on all levels. So how you easily identify where is the issue? Not only overall application, you can pick on which part having problem, right? You see that TCP connection have 199 ms. Then SSL average handshake also it will tell you because after TCP SSL handshake is start, right guys? So SSL handshake is right now is not showing, but it's showing if it include the SSL handshake. Average time to first byte, which is 731 ms. This is, by the way, high latency because latency should be not more than 50, right? So average latency, then average page first time 141 ms. Okay, you see that how it important, guys, right? You see everything, right? So now suppose user is complaining that this website is slow, you can pick the time and you can directly, see the latency of that time. Then you also see if you click on show impacted user with that, it will tell you how many users having that problem. So you can easily capture all users who have that problem. So let me see, this one is increased, a lot increased, right? So because of DNS time is increased, right? 134 ms. Average TCP 235 ms, right? Average time to first byte is very huge, right? So if user is complaining that, then you can see that TCP also huge and first byte loading is huge, right? Average first time is also increased. So you understand, okay? So something got wrong here, okay? So this is the web prop, guys, okay? So then you can see geolocation by synthetic probe, right? So you have a synthetic probe in United States, Texas, right? And another synthetic probe is, this is actually monitoring, right? So this one have a two user which is in Ohio, United States. So both user are in United States, okay? So this also included that how what department you included on that application, which region of user are impacted, right? So 90 and 94 is good score. If score is having less than 40 or 30, then it will be very poor, right? 70 or not 70, yeah, 70 is the medium score. Plus 18 is always good score, right? Okay. Then you can see the network prop performance, right? Okay. So this will tell you all about network performance, right? You can see this here performance is increased, right? So this will tell you end-to-end latency. This is not something is, you can say, between, so only for Zscaler to the end user. No, this will from end user to the application, right? 134 ms latency. Here latency is on 90 ms latency, right? Which is less. Packet loss also you can see. You see that two option, latency and packet loss. So if you click here, okay, so end to end, okay, you see that 7% packet are lost, right? So rest of is good. So you can also, see the how many packet loss, see also latency as well, right? The URL is ipchicken.com. Now let me see the user, right? How many users are hitting on that website? That's one option. You can find out user from here. The second option is you can search user under the search option. Okay. So let me copy this user because I need to work on that user. Okay, so let me think like you are on the troubleshooting call, right? And user is complaining that my application is slow, right? So maybe any application, whatever application you are using. So how you can troubleshoot those issues? So first you can go on the search. You see search option under search, you got a user option, right? So you can select user and directly hit on this one. I think the format is correct. Okay, is it using the some other format because I copied from. Okay, so you see I got a user. I got a user. Now I need to click on user. So guys, this is very important part, right? So because this will tell you overall user what happening on user laptop. This part will be covered. If you are using ZDX, how many things are available on user laptop, or you can fetch remotely via ZDX. So first it will tell you that what is the device detail. Okay, these are the end user laptop where user install ZDX, right, through ZCC. So user I because this is the maybe VMware, that's why device health is showing NA, okay, or maybe other reason. Hardware profile is standard, user profile is light, right? OS is Windows, user is using Windows 10. This is a VMware virtual machine because Xenon or CPU was there. Memory is 8 GB. Tunnel is already established, right? And you see, guys, the important part, it will also tell you which tunnel established from user laptop to Zscaler tunnel 2.0, right? So this is the DNS. You see, it automatically fetches the DNS IP as well. This is the gateway address of user laptop. This is the last update where user connected, right? This is the Zscaler client connector version. So I see that, let me give you some background. So I see that when user is or when you guys are going on troubleshooting call, you are asking user that what version you are using of ZCC. So don't ask with the user. You can go here and see, right? So private IP address of user laptop and public IP address of user laptop. So these all detail related to user only, right? You see how it important ZDX, you can fetch everything on here, right? So you see this is the user specific monitoring, right? SharePoint application is showing 30 score, which is very low because it's showing red, right? Salesforce is also low. ZDX, Google also low. Microsoft login having also low. So I want to understand why this is showing low, right? Because user may be reporting that I have a problem, right? So let me try to fetch it out. What is the problem, right? So you see web so this web prop work on Microsoft login page, right? Login page also increase a lot of latency, right? Okay. So you see this graph, right? DNS time. Okay, let me view. If you click on view, it will tell you everything. So 238 ms latency time, TCP 345 ms, SSL handshake, HTTP connect time from 398, 375 is the SSL handshake time, and server response of 468 ms. This is very huge latency, right? So you see the problem is actually traffic reaching from user laptop to the destination. It will take lot of time, right? Pack passing is good. If pack passing also take time, it will show here, but it's good. DNS time is huge, as I mentioned that, right? It's taking a lot of time to resolve DNS. TCP connect time is also increased. Okay, maybe application is show for because after you see 1120, the application is increasing the latency. HTTP connect is there. HTTP connect is the protocol which connect your laptop to the proxy, right? Is it not a protocol? Is it actually header of HTTP? Okay. So this is also increased. Handshake is also increasing, right? And server time also increasing after SAP 1:20 p.m., right? Zscaler time to first watch is also on keys. Availability is okay. Application is up, it is very slow. After 125, you see all are quite increasing, right? Okay. So let me see this path. No data available. Okay. So you see the issue started after 125 approx, right? So I need to figuring it out what is the problem, right? So one thing is very clear. I know that the problem because we already know that if you click on overview of that, right? So it will tell you everything, right? The DNS fast time, TCP, SSL. So you need to figuring it out what is the problem. So let me put our 2 hour time at least. We need to capture that what happened, right? Let me see right now. Okay. So right now still struggling, but it's little bit improved compared to the previous one. Okay. Okay. Cloud path. Okay. And there's no cloud path for that. Okay. Because this is already predefined application. Okay. No data available for cloud path. Okay. So this is a web prop and this is the device performance, right? So it will tell you that device performance as well, right? So device performance means this will tell you about all end user laptop. This will tell you all about individual laptop status, right? Device health overall is the 80 is the smooth score, so it's okay. The problem you guys see that I got the problem, right? The problem was Wi-Fi signal. Maybe user having their internet problem. You see, it is showing okay, but it's showing amber color, right? So you see, rest of CPU utilization is okay, disk memory is okay, and memory usage is also okay. Average disk queue batteries because this is the VMware, so battery status is not showing. Software crash is also okay. System crash is also okay. Everything is okay. So now you see how can monitor individual laptop on that level. Even you can monitor CPU utilization, right? You can monitor top process, what top processors running on individual laptop. So you see ISAAASS.exe MSMP engineering. I don't know what is that process, but they both are using very high CPU, right? But not high, but these are the top two applications which using CPU, I think 6%, right? 15% CPU. Okay. So you see if any application having more CPU utilization, then you can share the screenshot to the user and say that, hey guys, you should check why this application is utilizing high CPU utilization, right? So let me tell you guys, suppose I want to understand what is these process running on user laptop. So if I do the chat GPT, it will tell you what is these process to you, what are running on user laptop, right? So let me see. Okay, ISASSEXE. What is that? Local security authorized subsystem running. Okay. This is the, I think, Windows own system, right? What is this? MSMPENG. This is Microsoft Defender antivirus. So these two software services running on. You see, I quickly get it that. What is those, right? Okay. So Wi-Fi signal was very low. I think let me 1 p.m. right? So one after that it got a problem, right? Wi-Fi signal was good that time. Okay, retransmission ratio is okay. Memory utilization is more less than I think 50%, which is okay. Battery level not there because of this is the VMware. Disk encryption output. You see guys how detailed information available. It will also tell you that read write input inbound outbound disk how data is right on disk. It will tell you that. You see here is less because maybe user is not using. It will also tell you which which software is taking that much data. You see, Zscaler, this is ZSA, UPM is the Zscaler processor, which is running 2 MB. Disk utilization, okay. Now it will tell you, because I think this is the not laptop, that's why you see that no inbound outbound, otherwise you will see. Later I will tell you that any physical device available, then you get it there. Now you see that they are using TP-Link wireless nano USB adapter that also monitor that inbound outbound connection. So guys, this is important, right? Suppose you want to monitor how much traffic inbound outbound happening on user laptop. So initially or previously you got an option in network devices. Right now this option available on laptop itself because of this ZDX is there, right? It will also tell you the network bandwidth, how much bandwidth you have, 433 Mbps, which is very good. Okay. But after that, you see bandwidth quite decreasing, right? 172 Mbps. So you see, guys, when issue was, happening, the bandwidth got reduced, right? Okay. So you need to figuring it out based on these all detail, right? Now, second, you can see how many software install on end user laptop, same user. So this is very, very good, guys, right? You see how many software install on individual machine, Copilot, DB browser, Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Microsoft Edge Web, Microsoft OneDrive, Microsoft Update, Microsoft, Visual C++, whatever that. This is the device where it installed, right? What is the version of that software? Guys, honestly, this is very, very important. Not only that, because you are working on Zscaler, this is important for anyone who are working with the end user, because everything you can get it without touching end user or without connecting with the end user. It will tell you also path, it will tell you the install date, right? When that software is installed. You also see any version are there. So this is very, very good detail, right? It will tell you also vendor, how many vendors available, Microsoft, Zscaler, Python, VMware, Nmap, DB browser, and Google. So these are the top vendor which install on individual machine, right? You can put filter based on vendor as well, because if suppose more than 100 software install on individual machine, you cannot going to look up everything. So then you can quickly go here and type or search, or you can select the vendor, what vendor software you want to see, right? Suppose I want to see Google Chrome, right? So I select the filter, it will tell you only Google Chrome, right? What is the current status of Google Chrome? Which version I am using? Suppose, guys, I feel it that this guy are using older version of Google Chrome, right? So let me compare that. What is the new version of Google Chrome? Okay. So let me tell you what is the latest version of Google Chrome, right? So any software which is outdated, you can catch user from here only. You see that 150.07871, right? So let me match with that 150.07871. So we are using very, very latest software, right? Very good. Nice. Okay. So, okay, let me pick this user, because I think this user are using laptop, right? So what was the name this one? Let me copy this guy email ID and let me search it here. Okay, I got it. Let me see. Is using Windows or Mac or, yeah, you see that is using, I think, physical device. That's why we are, no, it's using also VMware. But score is poor, it's showing poor, right? Okay. Now, now we will get it every all detail from here only, right? You can also select, if suppose you want to set, I want to check what is the status of your IT users, right? Or HR user, because HR is complaining that their application is slow. So you can check overall application. Maybe I can, because all application are monitored, so that's why it's not there. So let me reset the filter, then I will put filter user group as HR, right? because I want to see what is problem with the chart price. No, right now, no. You also put it that how any location based filter you can put. Let me remove all filter and then you pick location from here, right? How many locations are there? You also decide, you also pick how many users. Suppose I want to find out how many users are in Oyo, right? So if I click on that, it will tell you that how many users are there, what is the status of that, right? If you want to select the user, it will tell you the user as well. Location, you can select Wi-Fi, whatever location you have, you select location based filter as well. So let me remove that. So guys, you got it, that user part. Now you see the inventory part. Inventory also included that all software which is installed on user laptop. So it will tell you the list of all software. So total you have 293 total users. Devices 351 devices. Total software installed on end user laptop is 2116. You see, you also see how many devices installed. Suppose box. I want to see how many users using. 80 users are using box. Python using 57. Miscellaneous using 256. Microsoft using 228. So you can quickly get it the all overview of your company, right? It's a good, guys, right? Now you have software inventory as well, how many software, and this you can select user specific or you can select overall how many softwares are using in your company. Okay, you also download these for your inventory perspective. So you see that how many devices, 75 devices using Zscaler, right? 67 point average memory. So if you notice that any software using highest memory utilization, you can disable or block that software, right? Now, guys, the important part, you see that this part, how you can set the monitoring, right? Monitoring happen on the web. Let me back to our document, right? Web prop, cloud path, right? Cloud path prop is give you the latency end to end. Okay, any application which is not a website, cloud application like your, SaaS application, Microsoft Teams, right? Salesforce, ServiceNow. So whatever application available on the cloud, you can monitor that as a cloud path. It will give you the end-to-end latency, loss path of evidence depending on the prop and failure. Then you also use device telemetry. This tell you that in point condition at the time of impact. It will tell you what happened, what CPU utilization, what memory utilization happened when user reporting the problem, right? Then it will also tell you ZDX Cloud Portal. Okay. So this will tell you that, okay, this is what I log in on ZDX Cloud Portal. Okay. So ZDX actually divide score from 1 to 100, right? Less than 40 is the peak, more than 40 to 60 is the medium, amber one, and more than 80 or it will show as a green. So this is good. Okay. So these are the minimum requirement, tenant ZDX entitlement and admin role scope, but demo object, right? Identity endpoint. So you can assign that whatever the setting you want to assign to the ZCC, right? Okay, as I already discussed this part, so I don't think it will require here. You see that big CPU signal, CPU memory spike, right? I already show you these are the part of that, which I already tell you. As I show you that these filters, right? What user, which application, where, when you can use the user side location, right? You define that scope. So all filter are there, right? You see these all are the filter are there. You can set department, status, location, device, user group, and location. So very huge filter are available, right? So you can put it whatever user or whatever application you want to define. Okay. So let me go back again and cover some of part. Suppose you see these are the application. These are the web communication application. And guys, you see one part is predefined application already there. So you no need to do anything because you see on the top is showing that predefined application, right? So Zscaler once you know take it license of ZDX, these application automatically inbuilt on that. So this automatically monitor from your company. So you no need to do anything. Like MS Teams. MS Teams all companies are using. So it is part of predefined application, right? So this also available as a web prop because teams.microsoft.com, whatever URL, that also monitored by web prop. And the second one they are deciding is the cloud path because this is the cloud application as well, Teams, right? Get always go with the HTTP, HTTPS, and this cloud path monitoring happen with ICMP. Runtime every 5 minutes it will monitor, both monitor every 5 minutes. So let me see to custom application, right? I told you about that ipchicken.com, right? So we monitor ipchicken.com. Maybe let me see where is the URL. Okay, you see ipchicken.com we monitor. We monitor as a cloud, right? You see we put at the website which we want to monitor, ipchicken.com. It will go with the get request. If these code are coming, so the status is good, right? You can define the status because 200 is okay. Any 200 related error, 304, 302 may be redirect related. Number of attend one time, threshold time 60 seconds, follow redirect, okay. Prototype is web. So these all things are monitored by this ipchicken.com. So you can onboard it in the same way, right? You also monitor ICMP. So one monitor happening with web, another one is happen with cloud path, right? So it will tell you that this path. Okay. So these are the important guys for interview perspective, right? So you can monitor application, right? It will also tell you that managed 251 managed devices where your all users end user is there. So these are the group which we configure custom application predefined and online meetings application, right? Under administrator, you will see audit logs, how many users log in, right? Let me show you that because I also log in with that. So you can basically audit. These are the administrator related logs, it's not end user related logs. You see role management, right? Location. This is ZCC portal, right? Inventory, self-service, remediation. Okay, let me go remediation. Guys, remediation means, okay, let me let me tell you scripting part because this is important. So right now what Zscaler does, Zscaler allow a network administrator run directly script on the individual laptop without even without needing individual on remote. So these are the all, this is very good guys. You can do whatever things you perform, it automatically run on individual laptop, right? So we have some predefined template are there. You can create your custom as well. So NS lookup. Suppose you want to do NS lookup of any application because you needed that. Suppose user are you are troubleshooting with the user and you do the NS lookup. So when you run this command, it will ask you what is your NS lookup domain. You put a domain, it will give you the result of NS lookup. So like this, suppose I want to run that, you see, it will tell you on which I need to run NS lookup for troubleshooting, right? Now, select this script NS lookup. Now to asking that which device you want to run that, right? I can pick this. So whatever user you are trying to connect, you can pick those user like this. Okay. And okay, you did, you selected. Now let me start. Okay, NS lookup is now run on individual laptop. Honestly guys, you see how this is really good, right? You can run any application, any script from backend, right? So these are the all script which some of predefined, some of you can configure, right? Like display current, what is that? Current connection status, perform DNS lookup, right? Test created by someone, clean disk, recycle bin cleanup, right? So you can also set that this script run on user laptop to clean their, recycle bin and clean disk. You can kill any process, whatever process you want to run on end user. You can just click on run. You can select, suppose zoom.exe I want to kill, right? So you can select on which user you want to kill. And Zoom is just example. You can select any application you can directly kill from here, right? I selected, so let me run. Zoom close, right? So let me start. Once I start, it will automatically close Zoom on the individual laptop. The good part is, guys, the good part, I haven't connected with the user. User is not on remote, so everything happened from here only. Maybe device is offline, that's why it's showing that 0%. Right? Let me click on remediation. Remediation job is that suppose end user. Okay, I will tell you example. Suppose end user is out of office, maybe 15 days. After leave, end user back to the office, and you see that end user having their antivirus is not updated, right? So what you need to do in that case? You need to run one script on individual machine, okay, and saying that suppose crowd strike you can maybe there is something, okay, or you can create one more, okay, and see that you can create one script to run crowd strike on individual machine. So once you run, the crowd strike automatically run on individual machine, right? So you can make multiple use case. I'm just telling as an example, right? So alert is, guys, anything happening in your company will get alert. Suppose disk space is high 80%, of which end user you need to identify. Just click on this alert, view alert. Alert is important. I mean, this is monitored by your end user, or not end user, SOC team, right? So you see, these are the two users which is having that problem with hard weak. This is the user which having the 80% CPU utilization. Another user is Arab Patel. So this also have a, you know 80% CPU utilization. So you can easily identify that, oh, this alert because of that. If you want, you can connect with the user and saying that, hey, you want to see, let me click on that. I want to understand why there is, disk utilization high. Let me see that. Okay, let me see on their laptop. So if we selected that, I think I need to select 2 hour. Okay, is it not giving here? Mm, okay, maybe select one or more application. Okay, so, oh, I need to select application. So let me select box. Okay, select box, because I want to understand the user CPU utilization. So if you click on that, okay, so you can click on device performance. You see CPU utilization is normal from last 2 hour. Okay, maybe I need to increase this as a 12 hour. Let me see. Okay, so if you increase that, uh, no, I need to understand CPU utilization was high, right? Okay, so this application was using bypass signal, also spike, network output spike. Okay, bandwidth is 400. Okay, maybe there's certain time period where CPU was spike, because now alert is maybe clear, or so this alert happened on 20 of July at 1:10, right? So alert, once alert clear, so this alert automatically close. You no need to do anything, right? You see alert history. And this is very important. Whatever happening in the company, it will show high CPU utilization, how many users 71 devices have, right? Okay. So what else? Okay, guys, I see one more option. Let me tell you that. Let me open one of user and then I will tell you. And which is important. Guys, please subscribe our channel. I'm putting daily, not daily, but yeah, I'm trying to put more videos on ZPA, ZI, ZDX, right? So you should subscribe. You can visit on ai.techclick.in to explore, enroll, or whatever you can do and share that video. Okay. So guys, yeah, just cover this part. Start diagnostic. So you see, I'm not on with the end user. So you see how this important, right? So you can pick any one of that, right? What you want to run, right? Enter the name diagnostic, right? So diagnostic session, the user and device. You can select because maybe this Hakuri user is having problem, right? You can select deep tracing, right? And packet capture prompt. So let me see. Okay. So I can, I can do this from my here. Okay. You see the important part? I can do this from ZDX only. I'm not connecting with the user. Okay. This automatically running on individual laptop. Okay, leave it the packet loss and all. So see, start diagnostic. So these are the prop is running on individual laptop to capture required detail to me. You see, so this is running on individual laptop. So once user is online, it will give you the lot of detail. Cloud path. Okay. So this is guys very good, right? I want to highlight this as well. So in ZDX, you can select the user, whatever user having problem. You see this part mainly. So from individual laptop to this is just like local connected 5 ms latency from individual laptop to gateway. After gateway reaching to the public IP of your ISP is 10 ms, which is also less. From your ISP to Zscaler public services, okay, it will tell you 34 ms. And on where is 34 ms? 34 ms is also not much latency, but I'm just highlighting you. So you also see, guys, so your laptop is here, you are accessing the internet, it's going to your ISP where you connected, and the problem, or not a problem, but the latency 22 ms between frontier communication with this. So now if suppose latency is 500 or 1000 ms, then you can raise ticket with that and saying that, hey, why this path having latency? They will tell you because this is not in your control, right? Once traffic reaching on Zscaler, see this part take care by you. You cannot blame Zscaler that I having latency. So you see that this part from here to user laptop, this part you only the responsible for that. You cannot blame Zscaler, okay? Because this will take care by you only, right? So this part, right? So any latency will be there. You can open ticket with tag, your ISP and all. Once traffic reaching here, now it will start communicating with Zscaler. You see, I was told you, right? Previously, you have visibility only from here. Now Zscaler giving the visibility in their network. So after Zscaler, it will go to the next within 1 ms latency. This may be firewall or whatever security device they have. That's why it's showing unknown. After that, traffic reaching to the YouTube in total 1 ms time take. Okay, is it good, right? So this is how you can troubleshoot and fix it the issue. Hope guys this all things are clear to you. If you have any question, please drop in. Okay guys, so thanks for watching this video. Keep subscribe our channel. Don't forget to share with the people who are looking for job, or they are working on that tool. And see you next class. Bye bye. Take care. And I'm trying to put more videos on that. So from now onwards, I will try to at least in week 2.